Hey gang, what's good? It's your guy coming to you live from the Zagnif Mobile in the heart of the 405 where the wind comes whipping down the plain. The weather has been absolutely gorgeous. I actually left the house in long sleeves and I'm quite warm now. But I hope you guys are doing well also. I don't know if you've heard what's going on in Knoxville, and if you haven't, please allow me to break things down for you. Their starting quarterback, Nico allegedly yesterday was in negotiations with the school to make more NIL money. Well, how much money is he making right now? I'm glad you asked. Allegedly, he's making $2 million a year, an $8 million contract, which they promised to him when he was in high school. And he did not play a whole lot in his freshman year. He did see some action this past season as a starting quarterback. He was okay, but there was nothing to write home about. And yet, Tennessee is paying him $2 million a year. Well, then it comes out today that Mr. Ayamaliava decided that he was going to skip the final practice the day before the spring game. Tennessee needs to be careful. And now, because what is happening now is when you have stuff like this come out, then that's when you have other people come out and say things like, oh, he's a cancer in the locker room. He's not really a team player. He's all about himself. Or you have other people to stand up and say, nah, that's not the case. He's a real stand-up guy, yada, yada. But you also have to think about the fact that there are, the rest of the players are watching to see what the coaches are going to do, what the athletic staff is going to do. Do you want to have a guy in your locker room that's supposed to be the leader of the team that you know was willing to throw everybody else under the bus and dip out after the coaching staff has built all of 2025's offensive schemes around his talents, and they're working on trying to see? That's the thing that some folks don't consider when they're leaving a school. If you haven't announced your intent to transfer in the winter, and you're not necessarily a shoo-in for the starting position the following season, but you are assumed to be the starter until spring practice, what the coaching staff will do is they will reach into the transfer portal. They will start working with the offensive coordinators to build an offense that is best suited to your strengths. They look at your previous season and go, okay, he's strong here, he's not quite so strong here, so we're going to work on strengthening him here. But in the meantime, here's what we're going to do to build up his strengths so that we can get the best possible performance out of this player. They're probably already working on building that. They probably were going to showcase some of those plays tomorrow. Now, tomorrow hasn't happened yet, so we don't know. He may show up suited and booted and ready to play. However, they've already been working since the end of the season, would be assumed, to build around him returning as the starter. And now the thought process is he may not come back. He may go someplace else to get more money. Do you want a person like that in your locker room at the college level? I mean, with the pros, there's some things they can do, but guys are locked into contracts, and especially if they just signed a max deal, they're not necessarily looking to get rid of a player right off unless there's some ridiculously egregious violation of NFL policy, of team policy, or they happen to have a run-in with the law. So they've been building around you, and you might not come back. And now your teammates know because the story has broke. How did you come back? No, I'm sorry. I'm a team player. If I'm on the team, I'm going to go out there and give it my all for the team. But you might not get as much support from me. It might turn into like that scene from Any Given Sunday where the offensive line stopped blocking for Willie Beeman. It's not a good look. It's really not a good look. I think what is best suited for Tennessee at this point, and y'all know me, I rarely tend to be an extremist when it comes to things like this. But there are certain things that I'm kind of cut and dry on. I think it might be in Tennessee's best interest to tell him, no, we're not paying you any more money. We paid you money based on what we thought we were going to get from you, based on what we saw you do in high school. Now that we've seen what you can do, yes, we're already obligated to pay you this $2 million, but if you don't take it, then we could rescind that offer. Because it could go from $2 million to $0 million real quick. May the odds, hey, look, they pull that NIL deal and give him the Mockingbird games. May the odds forever be in your favor. It's not a good look for Nico. It's not a good look. And Tennessee is in a bad spot now because of the internet and people's ability to see things and everything and comment and share their own thoughts. I think this is going to be a very hot topic among Tennessee fans and college football fans. I don't want to say haters, but because that's not really a word I really like, but Tennessee haters are going to laugh and point, and they're going to say, get rid of him, blah, 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 Tennessee's trash. There are going to be some people that are going to hate on Nico specifically within the Tennessee camp. There are going to be people that are going to support them and say, well, this is your problem because you just don't want the kids to make money and the schools to make money off the kids' backs. Sure. But again, back to that analogy I used the other day about the Burger King flipper, the burger flipper at Burger King. We talked about what would happen if you were the best burger flipper. Now let's look at the other scenario. Let's say you're not the best burger flipper. You go to your boss and say, hey boss, I'm making $7 an hour and I know I can only flip 2 burgers every 45 minutes. But I would love it if I could make $12 an hour. You're going to get laughed at and run out of the office. Now, this is not to say that Nico is the worst quarterback in college football or the worst quarterback in the SEC, but he's definitely not top tier. And with this shows us specifically where his priority is don't get me wrong, every single person that's there playing football at Tennessee, I guarantee you over 90% of them are thinking that they want to get to the league because there's money in the league. But there are also team players who are willing to give any and everything that they can to have a winning season, to get into the playoffs, to win a national championship, and then to get drafted. Money is not their primary focus right now. Winning is. Money is Nico's primary focus, and it's not a good look at all. Getting back to what I was going to say, if I were in that position, I think it would be, I think I would probably have a sit down talk with this young man and say, listen, we gave you what we gave you because we thought you were good. And we still think that you are good, but we didn't see that last season. Now, we can't go back and pull the strings on whatever deal we signed. But we're not going to give you any more until we see more. And if you decide to leave, know that this will terminate your NIL deal here at Tennessee, and you will be left at the mercy of whatever deal you can get someplace else. And trust and believe, there's some team somewhere that will snap him up. We've seen that happen. However, while there have been guys, for every guy like a Quinn Ewers who can leave an Ohio State and get into a Texas, for every guy like JT Daniels that can leave a USC and get into a Georgia, there's also guys like Tate Martell that can leave Ohio State and wind up finishing their college career at, I believe, UNLV. There are also guys like, going back to JT Daniels, who can leave Georgia, wind up in West Virginia, and then finish up at Temple. So he really needs to think long and hard about that. And the drawback to that from the school side is the school decides to give him that money. One, they're going to lose the locker room. Nobody's going to want to, there's guys there that aren't making any money that don't have any place to go. But they're going to hit that portal and test the waters. And number two, now you set a precedent, because now other players will go to their athletic directors and say, oh man, I'm the best thing since sliced bread. This team ain't nothing without me. Run me my coin. So Tennessee's in a little bit of a spot. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Like I said, personally, I'd say, hey, look, either you keep this money and we're not giving you anymore. And if you decide to go, then that terminates your deal. I'm going to stand on that. But you guys let us know what you think. Collin and I will be doing more content. I know you guys saw us last week. We'll be doing more content. But it'll be in a couple of months. We'll be back regularly. So y'all keep your eyes out for that. But we're going to try and do more relevant content as things like these pop up. So you'll see us a little more frequently. In the meantime, between time, it's Friday. What's on your plate and what's in your wallet this weekend? Y'all have a great weekend. Well, I don't need to know what's in your wallet. That might open up way too much information. What's on your agenda for the weekend? You guys have a great weekend. I will catch you all later. Oh, by the by, yes, I am in the car. I start the video at a stoplight around the corner from my house. I'm currently sitting in my garage and have been for the last 3 or 4 minutes. I'm not doing the hands-free thing. You guys have a great... I just wanted to put that out there because somebody will be like, why are you in the car driving and looking at the camera? Have a great weekend. Y'all take care. I'll see you again soon, and so will Collin. Go Dogs.